Hi guys, in this video we'll discuss about work item customization. Basics on work item customization. So we'll have a series of series videos on work item customization, and this is the part one. So in this video we'll see the basics like how to export import work item types, how to modify a simple work item fields and update it into team foundation server. So in the coming parts, we'll discuss more complex situations like adding workflows, different states and transitions, adding different conditions, rules. So we're going to have many more, videos on work item customization. So in this video, we'll see how to import or export a work item type. So let me open Visual Studio here. So yeah, I'm connected to the team project called as default. Okay, and I've got these work items. These are the default work items out of the box of work items available with Scrum process template. So this team project is created out of Scrum methodology. So now let me say I want to customize this task work item. Okay, so I want to import this. So before this, let me go and disconnect from server. So now let me go and say export work item. So this is one way. So this tools process editor is available once we install TFS power tools. So on top of Visual Studio, once we install TFS power tool, so we'll get this process editor, which will be helpful for us in many ways. Like I want to open the process template, the entire process template, or I want to open, a work item directly on the server and modify using Visual Studio itself. Then I can go for process editor. There are other ways also, so I'm going to show even that also. So let me go and export a work item, that is a task work item here. So I'm connecting to the default collection, default team project and task work item. So I want to export this. Let me connect. So I want to put it in this folder. So the name will be task.xml. Let me click on save. So it asks whether I want to include any global definition things. I'll say no. Okay, now the task is imported. So let me go to the path now, downloads custom work item. So it is done. Now I can open that in Visual Studio itself, in process editor, open work item from file. So I can click on task.xml, so it will open here. So basically what task work item consists, so let me open a task work item here. So it consists of these fields like title, iteration, and there's a section called as status or a classification, then details, and there's so many fields again, and it has got tabs. All these fields are defined here. So let me go to the work item definition now. So you can see all these other fields defined. Okay, so blocked, so you can see blocked here. Okay, so like this I can go ahead and create a new field and where to place the new field. So this is the layout section. So in the layout section we can see the UI of the task, how it should, where the the certain field should come. If I'm having tab, where it should be placed. If I want to have one more classification column, how it should be placed. So all these things will be done in the layout section here. And there's a workflow section where we'll be defining the workflow, that is the state and transitions. So currently task work item has got to do, done, removed, in progress. So these are the different states available. Okay, so this is using process editor. So let me show, if I don't have process editor, how to do it using command line and any notepad tools. Okay, so let me close this. So I'll just go to the Visual Studio Developer command prompt shortcut. So it is available in this path. C program files x86 Visual Studio. It can be, this is Visual Studio 2013. So if it is 2012, it will be 11.0, then or 2010 10.0 common 7 tools shortcuts. So let me open this, run as administrator. The command is with admin. Sorry. So these are all the commands which are available under with admin. So where I can go and change the field attributes, or deactivate link types, or delete a certain field, or delete link types, so many things, destroy. I can export work item type, or I can import work item type. So we'll discuss about export work item type. So I'll go for export WITD. So with admin export work item type, so it requires these parameters, that is collection URL, team project, and the work item type we want to export, and the file path. So let me copy this to a notepad. So I don't want these things. Okay, so encoding anyway it's there by default, and export global list, if I want then I'll specify this, otherwise not required. Now I want the collection URL and the team project name. So let me go to Visual Studio. So how to get that? So I'll just let me click on this web portal, so which will open in IE, and I get the URL here. So it's easy, copy paste to notepad. So I'll just replace the collection URL, so till here, and this is the team project default. So let me replace that also. Type name which I want to export, that is task work item. So let me say it's a task work item, and where it should be exported. So let me export to the same path here, and let me give a different name, and let's say task1.xml, and you can include double quotes if there are any spaces in the path. Okay, so this is done. So once I copy paste this in the command prompt, I'll be able to export task work item into this file task1.xml. So I'm exporting the work item definition task. So let me go and paste it here, click on yes. So it's done. So let me go to the path. I can see it's available. Now I can either open it in Visual Studio or in just a notepad. So you can see the same thing, it's all XML. So here the work items are all XML, so XML files. So if I want to customize, I should be knowing XML or how to work with XML, then it's fine, I can go and easily do it. So instead of using notepad, I'll just use another tool called as notepad++, which is a little bit easier than this. So now let me go and try some customization here. So this is the field section, it's the same thing, and this is a workflow section, and this is a layout section. So whatever we see in Visual Studio, it's same, field section, layout, and workflow section. So let me go to the field section here, and let me add a new field. So I'll just copy paste here, let me zoom it. Okay, so let me say company name, so a custom field, called as company name. Reference name, yeah, this is also important. So there are a couple of reference name already defined. One is system dot, and you could see some other are like Microsoft dot vsts dot scheduling. So these are mainly used for grouping certain fields. Plus, when you use it in the UI, so you have to use the reference name, and wherever after this, so this is like a declaration. So once you declare, you can use this ref name to use these fields in any form, whether you want to apply rules, conditions, or you want to put it in the form, you have to use ref name. So all these scheduling fields like remaining work, completed work, are put it in scheduling, or close date and start date, something like that. And there is one more reference name categorization called as microsoft.vsts.common. Okay, then build related stuffs are into microsoft.vsts.build and some CMMI fields. So I can define my own here. So for example, here I can say Nagaraj dot common field. So I'll just say common dot company name. Type, whether it's a integer, string, double, I can specify here. Reportable, this is also a very important factor. So this defines how this field will be used in reports, TFS reports. So it has got couple of values. One is none, so it will not be used in any of the fields. Next is dimension, so this will be used in reports, plus this will be used in report filters also. And this particular reportable attribute will be used for fields which have fixed values like drop downs. And for the fields which have got some calculations like number of hours and all the stuff, measure is used. Okay, and for other fields like text fields, detail. Okay, so let me use detail here. So what detail says is this field will be available in the reports as a report data, not in the filters, not like where I can go and filter the reports based on this field. It will not be available. Only dimension, the field which has got reportable as dimension will be available. So I have declared the field here, so this is done. Now I have to go and have the UI for this. So let me go to the, so let me just copy this. So it's nagaraj.common.company name. Let me go to the form section. So let me have it here itself. So after the blocked, so if I want to see that, let me go to work items, new task. So I want after blocked one more field. So let me do that. So let me just paste here. Let me say this is common dot company name. Okay, so label what it should be. So label, let it be company name. Okay, so this is the work item type name, so it is task. So let's not disturb the existing one. So I want to call it as, let's say, custom task. Okay, so I've created a new work item type itself called custom task, which has got this extra field company name. Okay, now let me go and import this, that is task1.xml. So I can use again command line to do that. So let me use the same thing here. So it is with admin import. So it's simple here, you can see that. So I don't have to specify it is a task because anyway it's there in the XML. So I have to just say copy this. So with admin import work item type definition for this collection, for this team project, from this XML file. So that will create a new work item type called as custom task. Let me paste it here, and it's done. So you can see work item type is imported. So let me go and refresh here and see whether custom task is available when I click on create. So you can see custom task is available. Let me click on that, and you can see company name. Similarly, if I go here, refresh, click on new work item type, you can see custom task. So I can give a company name here. Click on save. So this is the UI. When I click on save, the data is stored in the field that is company name, that is nagaraj.common.company name. So if we want to see the details, we can see here in the history, and you can see company name has got this value. Okay, so this was creating from a using a notepad or notepad plus plus and using command lines. So let's see how to do it using Visual Studio itself. So let me open the other work item, that is task. Let me open from file. Let me click on task.xml. So maybe I want to modify to the existing work item. Okay, so just now we saw how to create a new work item type. Here we'll just update the existing work item type with a new field. So how to create a new field? Let me click on this new. So I want to say company category. Okay, it will be string. What should be the reference name? You can see the same things are available in the UI. So it is again based on the end user. So how we feel better using either Notepad, if you are very familiar with editing XMLs in Notepad or Notepad plus plus, yeah, we can go ahead and do that. And this is a very nice UI based editor, so where I can go and easily create fields, then put all the rules, conditions, state flows using Visual Studio itself. So let's see how to define it here. So I'll use the same. So I'll say nagaraj.common dot, then the field name. Okay, and this is a help text, so like a tooltip, or I can just mention here. So mention category in this field. So what should be reportable thing dimension? Let me choose, and I want some values for this. It should be a drop down with some set of values already defined. So I'll just go for the rule section here, click on new. There are many rules, so today we are going to just see this allowed values. So using allowed values I can fill in the options. So let's say I'll just say category 1 2 3, something like that. Category 1 2, okay, already exist, so say 2. Okay, so here I can say that okay, this field is for or not for. So I can even define groups here. So in TFS we have groups, right, like contributors, project administrators, build administrators, and custom groups we can have like developers, testers. And for example, let's say this drop down is only for certain groups, so then we can come and define here, or it should be denied for certain groups, we can come and define in the not section. So we'll discuss that in the later video series. Okay, now we have defined the drop down values, so click on OK here, and my field is done with all the details. Field name, type, it's a string, integer, double, there are many different types. Then reference name, help text, reportable. Okay, so formula will come when it is measured, so where we can define even formulas here. otherwise it's fine. So it's dimension and we have defined rules. So how it will be if I want to view it in XML? So you can see that. So this is how we can write in XML the same thing. Field destination name, reference name, type, reportable attribute, and allowed values, and the help text. Fine. So let me click on OK now. So we have got company category here. So I want to again display this in the work item form. So way to have that. So let me say let's have after areas. So let me go here. So this is the preview. So I want to display it here. So just go in this column and say new control, a label for the control and say category, and this is where I'll be selecting the field reference. So I can see that. So we'll be using the reference name going forward. Wherever we want to use this field, we will use field reference name. So just I want to preview it. Okay, it's coming here. So it's done. So let me click on save. I don't want to change the task type. So I want to go ahead and put to the existing task. So let me click here and show. So we don't have a field here. So after importing, we want to see that field. Okay, so let's go ahead and import using the process editor. Say import, browse to the file, select the file, click on the team project where we want to import. Let's say OK. Now it's done. Let me go and refresh and click on new task. So this is the existing task, right? So we have modified, we've added a new field to the existing task. So let me click on this here. So that, then come here and I can see all these values. Let me click on save. Save is done and I can see the values here. So in this video we saw how to import or export work item type definition using process editor and command prompt options. And also we saw how to add a new field, that is text field, plus we saw how to add a drop down also. And also we saw how to create a new work item type itself, custom task we created, right, with a custom field. And also we modified to the existing work item a new field, added a new field. So in the coming videos series we'll see many more work item customization options. So thank you for watching.